We are back with your entrepreneurial weekend wake-up call. It's Mark Haney time. And welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Every one of us has something special inside. And Mark Haney has a knack for helping us see the greatness we have inside. He is the entrepreneur next door. And this is the Mark Haney Show.
Welcome back to the Mark Haney Show, brought to you courtesy of Hub International and Legion AVS. I'm Mark Haney, and today I have the privilege of being in the presence of Buzz Homsy. He's the owner of California Backyard. How you doing, Buzz?
Fine.
Great
to be back. Thank you.
Well, I love it. I know you're a man who has wisdom about business, but you have wisdom about so many things. But you and I were talking earlier. How did you get the nickname Buzz? Was it you were crying or something like that? What happened?
I had a defective tonsil in a Catholic hospital in Fresno in 1935.
Oh.
And there was like 40 babies in the infirmary, and one of them cried differently. And the nurse brought me to my mom and said, "Here's your little Buzzy." And so
and now
stuck
the
all
name
my
is
life.
Stuck. You are well known throughout the furniture industry, throughout the backyard industry here in the region. But you're more than that. You have things that you do that are on a larger scale. Let's talk about California Backyard and your entrepreneurial journey.
You know, Mark, I was thinking about that for some time this morning. It's 48 years is a long time. And so those experiences are multi, and I can't recall all of those. Yeah. But I think the important thing is how did Cal Backyard evolve? How did we adapt to the market? Back in those days, we sold wrought iron and redwood, and more wrought iron, more redwood.
Yeah.
And outdoor living just wasn't there. Patios were smaller, backyards were smaller, grass came to the patio door. It just wasn't happening. And so we were pioneers in developing the outdoor experience for customers. And so our platform covers jacuzzi hot tubs, it covers outdoor kitchens, which we make with drop-in stainless steel grills, accessories, pillows, pads,
you guys have everything. You guys are the place to be. And when we walk into your store, it's like an oasis. It's an experience, if you will.
Exactly right.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And we feel, and our associates, our people, feel that and give that off, because we feel people are entitled to an experience if they take their time to come to see us.
Yeah, and we think about we talked in the beginning of the show about these moments and thinking about your career. There was a moment in time when you, as a pioneer in the industry, decided, look, we are changing the course of the way we're going to do business, away from wrought iron, more into these outdoor living experiences. What happened in that? Was there a moment that caused you to make the shift?
Yeah, back in those days, we were a little bit of everything to a lot of companies or a lot of vendors. And we said, this isn't the right way. We have to be a gallery store where we're important to those few factories that we know will deliver the quality, and I've told you this before, if we can't have people give our furniture to their grandkids, we don't belong in business.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
So with that philosophy, with that platform, everything's examined. And much of our furniture, as you know, is made for California Backyard.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible. So, it's my California Backyard furniture is 7 or 8 years. I've told the California Backyard story about, and it was a memorable moment for me because my son is in Afghanistan. He's fighting for our freedom, and it was a couple weeks before he was shot. So it's a sentimental time or an emotional time for me. My wife and I have this, tensions are on high alert, and this young man comes into our backyard and installs our California Backyard, and he reminded me so much of my son, and it's like, it was an emotional moment for me, unknowingly. He over-delivered during that super emotional time for me, and now I'm like a lifelong California Backyard fan, right? Incredible what you guys do.
I mean, we train those people. They're the last stop that people see. So they have to continue this philosophy, clear to setting that furniture and shaking your hands and thank you for the order.
Incredible.
know?
Well, I mean, I'm in the market for a jacuzzi. I texted you or I called you over the weekend. It's like, I need to get a jacuzzi. Who am I going to think of? Of course, the man who has the exclusive in the region on the jacuzzi line. I got to go see my buddy Buzz. I went over there, looked around. I was thinking, am I going to get one of those swim ones? Because, you know me, I'm trying to stay in shape a little bit. Yeah. But I'm not sure which one I ought to get. How do I decide like what jacuzzi to get from California Backyard?
Golly.
I know you have experts over there, and I talked to Jasmine. She was awesome, but I'm still sort of stuck. I didn't have my wife with me, so I was unable to actually pull the trigger. She's not trusting me at these stages with the credit
there's two different philosophies. You can get a square or a rectangle, and that's lounging and jets and loosens your body. And you're a tight guy, so
no doubt.
Need to get. But we make swim spas now with jets in them in the shallow end, so you can have lounging and jets, or you can have exercise.
Yeah. And here I am. I actually have 3 swimming pools at my house. You've been out to my house, and a really cool spa. But it takes like 4 or 5 hours to get my spa to heat up. When I want to be able to go into my backyard, have it already be heated, and not be running up the utility bill. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, not so with a jacuzzi.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah. All of that now is digital, Bluetooth. It's covered. The timer is on for this low-speed pump. The heater comes on. You can time it to when you want to get in, when you want to get out. I mean, that's the technology now. So
yeah,
you know.
Well, this okay. So
it's just. Let's put it this way: you're not driving a 1940 Nash,
right?
Yeah, history. So
this
you got
is
to move
brand
on.
New stuff.
Trade it in.
It's hard to trade in a built-in swimming pool. I may have to move. We'll have to see. Well, we are building something called Haneyville.
Get the spa is what I'm trying to tell you.
I gotcha. All right, so let's talk about. We talked about purpose a little bit with our earlier guest, Hernani, and he talked about his mentors, you know, Dale Carlson, who you know, Sleep Train. He talked about his dad. Are there any memories or moments where somebody in your life came in and really changed the trajectory of your life?
Oh, you know, I trained in this business in Scottsdale, Arizona, with my uncle. And I was with him from 1963 to 1970. And we developed Garden Town, which was, at the time, the largest outdoor display in a market that was hot, and a market that no one had seen this kind of presentation. We had 8 operating swimming pools, full size. We had decking, we had patio furniture and umbrellas and so forth. And we started the phase of outdoor living in Scottsdale. That was the genesis of what I learned. So when I came to California, I had to duplicate that, you know, because I was weaned on it. I was taught. I was, you know, drilled on how to do it, and so that was my objective. And you know me, you know, if you take one step backwards, you got to go 100 steps forward, or it ain't me.
Yeah.
So.
Was there a person that came into your life or who was in your life that helped you through that massive, you know, that move?
Oh, he did.
Oh,
I mean, George did.
George.
Yeah, George.
Who is George to you?
My uncle. You know, he kept calling me from Arizona and said, you know, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? Did you order this?
He held
you
you
order
accountable,
that?
it sounds like.
So, well, so anyway.
So what would you say to George today if you could give him some thoughts about how you feel toward him?
Well, God bless him. I mean, he was a second father to me. He was my mentor. He taught me the business. Yeah. God rest his soul.
We all have those people in our life who really seem to change the trajectory, the course that we are on. And sometimes it's our father, sometimes it's a business partner, sometimes it's our wife, sometimes it's our son. Anyway, thank you, Buzz, for our friendship, for coming on the show today, for sharing your story, and just being you. When we return, we will be joined by the multifaceted entrepreneur. He is also the Placer County Supervisor. Mr. Kirk Euler is in the house. Join the revolution at HaneyBiz.com, courtesy of Chicago Fire and Apex Appraisal Services. This is the Mark Haney Show.